Welcome to the second installment of Aikido Picayunes. As you know, in our first installment, we discussed the sequential locking of joints to take control of the center of your partner. This isn't about an abstract approach, it's about an actual physical manifestation and use of power. So I'd like to review the last month's information. I have my partner, grab me. I'm going to initiate a Sankyo movement. I'm going to first put torsion by using my hips, not my arms, just like Chuck Clark says. Arms are effectors, arms are connectors, not effectors. So, I'm going to turn.
Wrist, elbow, shoulder, spine.
So that's what we covered last month. This month we're going to talk about putting tension into the limb by taking the slack out, drawing the limb out. And this would be much like a situation if you don't take the slack out of the limb and you leave a lot of slack in it, and you suddenly impulse energy, it's going to pull him off balance, but it's going to probably break the connection. He has time to recover, and before you have a chance to regain control. Whereas if you do this with a very subtle movement, using your hips and using your arms as connectors, not effectors, and I start to draw him out, I take his center. He's not as prone to let go, and I have control of him. Thank you, Dwight. The important thing in this is to use the hips properly. So what you want to do is you want to practice Funakoginage, which is the rowing exercise. So draw out, come up and back, out, up and back. Now notice that the movement is coming from my hips, and I'm not throwing myself off balance. My weight is maintained on my feet, and I have a good root to the ground. Now from the side, draw back, push forward, back, back, extend, back, extend, back. Now, we're going to demonstrate the use of this in an attack, a basic attack of Ryote Dori. So Funakoginage from Ryote Dori, I'm basically in a gakugamai. He reaches out and he grabs me. I'm going to draw back and step back with him, and then draw into it. So this is what it would look like if I do it while I am in motion. I let him get a good grip. I want to get used to doing this from a very basic and solid position. Okay? So we'll do it one more time from the basic. Let's do it on a little bit of an angle. So I'm here, he steps in to an itemized situation. Okay? Then I'm going to start to extend, then I'm going to draw out. Okay? So let him get a good solid grip. We're in a very basic position, and now I'm going to go ahead and act. Notice that it was the hips that broke his posture. If I need to, I can always slide back a little bit more to take a little bit more of his balance out and down. So now we're going to do the Yawarakai version. And he's going to come into me, and I'm going to do basically the same thing. We'll do it one more time from an angle. Now the next one is to use, the next one to demonstrate this concept is to use what is largely referred to as an arm drag Kotegaeshi. This is something I got from Alexander, who learned it from Terry Dobson. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take his weight by subtly drawing his arm out. Then I'm going to take and turn his fingers back into his own hand. And what I do is, at this point, I'm going to introduce a downward vector. Once I know I have the center. So we'll demonstrate this with ski. Let's do it coming from that direction. Here, back, down. Now the way I'm introducing this downward vector, I'm not really doing it with upper body. What I'm doing it with, don't move. What I'm doing it with is I'm doing it with weight drop. And next month we'll address Rakai, which is another one of the basic Kuden of Daito-ryu, which means weight. And thank you very much for your time. We'll see you next month.